something wrong with this loaf of bread. If you can tell me in the comments, you're a genius. But it's not expired. There's nothing physically wrong with it. There's just something wrong with it. Let me know if you can tell what's wrong with this. Welcome back to my channel. Clearly it's a boring day here, but I wanted to get this video, even, you know, considering I have my red pimple here that I didn't want to film because of it, but here we are. Yes, so as the title states, I've made $3.5 million owning this convenience store for the last 7 years. Yes, those are top line sales, so no, I'm not a millionaire. But, you know, that's what brings a little bit of a different vibe to this channel. I tell you the truth, while everyone else tells you you can make $10,000 overnight selling Etsy calendars and little trinkets and scrunchies online. But, you know, this is real. I tell you the ins and outs and everything about a small business. And sometimes I can be a little too negative, but this one I want to be positive but realistic. Thanks for coming back to this channel. So someone once told me, and it was a comment that I got on this channel, this is the worst business to be in. You're selling soda, candy, pop to people just to make 10 bucks. And on top of that, you have your rent, your hydro, your labor, and everything else. Yes, and that's fine, he's right. But this is a volume game. Like I said, to sell $3.5 million in chips, pop, candy, bread, millions of other items is difficult because they're such small, low ticket items. But here's the thing, the customers that buy these products from us are returning customers. We have a long life with these customers. Some customers have been coming from day 1 to year 7 with us. So these customers are constantly supporting this business and they're loyal customers. So they're spending, you know, they may be spending $20 to $30 every time they come, but they're coming once a week. So you times the $30 by, you know, 50 weeks out of the year, okay? Because they need food. People will need food always. Whether they buy it from you or someone else, they will need groceries. Start realizing that you have thousands of loyal customers that are spending between $1,000 and $1,500 a year. And then you have mixed in with your people that just come once in a while to spend $10 to $15 like that commenter said. But realize that those loyal customers are what creates a stable business, because they're going to be coming to you week after week after week. Unless you really mess something up, most of those people will stick with you because realistically they have to eat. You have food, it's convenient, it's well priced, it's quality. And even during a recession, this is not an optional thing for them. They have to buy food. They may not be buying as much, or they may not be buying your novelty pickles or something, but they still will be buying the essential items. And if the world shuts down again, these small stores, these grocery stores and convenience stores will need to stay open. So yes, this is a really difficult business to survive in. But over time, when you build a well-oiled machine with loyal customers that you're going to be seeing, even if you have a dipped month, those people will eventually still keep coming back to you over and over and over. So this is not a business that goes from 0 to 100 in, you know, 1 year. This is a long, stable business that someone can run and, you know, dedicate their life to and make a comfortable living. So I know many of you will be thinking 3.5 million in sales over 7 years isn't a huge number. And yeah, it's really not. But when you really think of, we started with literal tables, kitchen tables in the middle of our store because we had no money left, with just some fruits and vegetables, you know, a cooler full of drinks, and maybe, you know, a couple other bins of produce. Now to what, you know, you see on these videos, it's a big difference over the 7 years. And not to say it's bragging or I'm showing you my accomplishments. I'm just saying, when I built it, we built it piece by piece. You know, we contacted a local baker, we contacted a local coffee roaster, then we picked up some kombucha, then, you know, a honey, then some jam, and piece by piece we built it, shelf by shelf I should say, into what it is now. So at the end of the day, with the right strategies and building a business slowly, You get to certain levels you never really thought you would be at. And really, this is our first business. This wasn't supposed to work. Statistically, this place wasn't supposed to work. And 7 years later, it's doing decently for itself. And I don't have too many complaints. You know, I know many of you have seen my recent videos, but at the end of the day, I have no real complaints about this business. Whether we exit or not is not the key. The key is that it came from zero to potentially being something that earns us $100,000, $250,000 a year in profit, and potentially can be sold to someone else who does the exact same thing or better than us. A big thing that I wanted to announce on this channel is my new business, Brick and Market Media, that helps small businesses grow through their marketing efforts. If you have a small business, I would love to be able to connect with you to see if I can help you market it correctly, and eventually, after 7 years, maybe you be and the big thing I wanted to announce on this channel is my new company, Brick and Market Media, which is built to help small business owners grow their businesses through digital marketing. I think I can help you build your brand online. Just hit me up in my email in the description and we can go from there, and I'll see if we're the right fit. I'm sure you'll have a positive return on this experience. So yeah, please email me down below, or you can check out our website and see if it's something you can do. The same exact strategies that I've used to build this business, I'm sure I can apply to yours, and we can go from there and see if it's the right fit. So yes, over these years we've done $3.5 million in sales. And what do we really sell here? Well, you'll see in the background, it's a variety of everything. This is a variety store, it's a convenience store, it's a high-end kind of boutique. I wouldn't call it, you know, I wouldn't necessarily call it a boutique, but it's a grocery store, you know, olive oils, candy, pop, chips, fresh produce, fresh bread, a lot of local vendors, you know, feature their products here. You name it, pasta, sausage, salads, all those little things added up to $3.5 million in sales. And considering most of these items cost between $3 to $5, that is a lot of items to keep track of. So what I'm getting at today is, after all these years in selling all these small items, it truly is more stressful to sell tiny low ticket items than high ticket items. The difference between the two, and I realized it when Felicia started real estate, where she started selling high ticket items and making a commission off of it. And the amount of stress we have to deal with when selling a pack of pasta to a customer who's not having a good day is very equivalent. Yet I'm making $2 from this and Felicia's making $20,000, and yet sometimes the customer is just as difficult to deal with. So yes, this business is a volume business, but understand that the amount of low ticket items that you will deal with in a business like this, and watching every day and making sure everything is fresh, I don't know sometimes if a sane person can manage something like this. There's just so many things to take care of, and I can tell you, every store you go into, you'll find things that are just past the date because there's just simply too many products. And does that beg the question that these products, we have too many choices in North America? Like, why does someone need 30 to 40, I'm even underestimating it, why does someone need hundreds of options of cereals? Who's buying all these cereals? And look at my store, okay? The Walmart down the street from my store, the cereal aisle is the size of this store. There's something wrong in the system. And the grocers and the staff have to deal with all these little products and low ticket items. So yes, it does take someone who's a little bit off their rocker to do what I did for the last 7 years. And I'm not bragging about the $3.5 million in sales by any means, because to tell you the truth, those are just sales. They're not even close to the profit that this store actually brings in. If I did that and I kept most of that, I probably would be doing something else by now. So here's an example of what I mean. I almost dropped that. This product, really big seller, right? We buy this for $6. We sell it for $8.99, $9. So we make $3 a bag. So the profit margin is pretty good, 35% on everything, right? Pretty standard 35% margins. But you make $3 per sale. So go figure, you know, how many times you have to sell this item to even make $300. You have to sell this 100 times to make $300. So yes, the goal of this business is to get people to pick up, you know, a chocolate bar, a bag of noodles, a drink, a loaf of bread. When they start building an order of 5-6 items and you make $2 to $3 on each item, let's say they buy 5 items, you make $2 on each item, now you make $10 per customer. So you have to start finding things that pair together to build an order. So you don't just make $3 a customer, you start making $10 to $15 a customer. Build the average order, and that's when you have a successful business. It is a volume game. To get to millions and millions of dollars of sales, you just gotta start selling multiple things in one order. So that wraps up my $3.5 million rave. Realistic construction. I'm just going to show you this is a viable business. It just is a very highly intense volume-based business with too many low ticket items that will literally keep you up all night because they're either expiring, they're not selling, they're dead inventory, you have to reduce them. And those are the major problems you'll have when you deal with so much amounts of food at once. Expiration, quality, everything else. I can't tell you the amount of times that I've stayed up all night because I know that something is not up to code in the store. It's no one sees that, right? They just see the outside look, you know, the person selling things or the social media accounts. They don't see behind the scenes. I'm gonna leave you with that. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I wish you the best in your entrepreneurial ventures.